Hey everybody, what's going on? Eddie here, and welcome back to another episode of King's Court. And let's talk about that United States victory to get the gold against France. As I said, the United States was going to be struggling scoring against France. It was a relatively low scoring game, and the United States pulled it off. It did feel like they were trying to give away the game, but who would give away an Olympic gold medal, And especially since the United States has a lot more to earn getting the gold medal over France. Uh, Definitely, I don't think this was rigged for them to lose or anything. Like a lot of people are saying, especially since Damian Lillard missed two free throws. Yeah, that's questionable on his end, but it happens. And definitely, even after the turnover, more so did it feel like they were trying to give away the game. But I never doubted that they were going to do such a thing. The United States definitely earned their medal. I don't think it was through any conspiracy whatsoever, and I believe it's well deserved. It's well deserved for them. Now, Clipper Nation, it's been a while since we've talked. How about that Kawhi Leonard and Reggie Jackson re-signing with the Clippers? You definitely wanted to hear that. Given that the Clippers would have had those guys walk away, especially Kawhi Leonard would have been an issue. But if you saw Reggie Jackson leave, that I think would have spelled trouble for the Clippers. He did so much for the team in the back end of the season last season, and he would have been a huge loss. If there were any guards that I was considering looking at, it would have been Josh Hart, who I've liked as a player, both on and off the court. He's a swell dude. He definitely would have brought a lot of ball handling, a bit of 3-point shooting, some youth to the team, something that the Clippers they don't really lack, but it's not their strong suit. I believe they were fine if they would have gotten him in replacement of Reggie Jackson. But now, as much as I would have liked to have him on the team, and they could still get him, but too many guards now. There's too many guards. I don't think they need Josh Hart. If at all, they need another center, and I guess a big that plays more of a center role in the sense that you want to Paul Millsap, who, for as far as I know, is still on the table, still looking for a team to sign him. He's not a bad signing if the Clippers look into him. I think he would be a big signing, and although he is in the back end of his career, I think he would have brought something that a lot of bigs wouldn't be bringing into the team, albeit his veteranship. Who, well, I think it's a cliche to say, but when you're that seasoned, I believe it's definitely some sort of benefit for any players that are trying to get, someone that's kind of cool, calm, and collective. I do believe in that. The Clippers have no bigs, as far as I know, that could fill in gaps when Zubats or Ibaka are out. Both of those guys play big time defense, and although Zubats is fine to keep in, I would have liked to have another big that could be a little more mobile than Zubats. Not that I think Zubats is terrible when it comes to small ball offenses. It's just you would like that flexibility and that ability to rush out and defend. Just like at Rudy Gobert, who was owned by Terrence Mann when Terrence Mann was just shooting from three back in Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals. We all remember that day. Um, in other news, we have Jaxson Hayes getting the cases brought up again in regards to, I guess, a little bit of forward progression since LAPD is looking at Adam Silver and the NBA to fine Jaxson Hayes, or was it suspend? I think it was. I think it was a suspend, because I would reckon if the whole altercation with Jaxson Hayes and LAPD, it would violate the NBA's policies of, you know, creating some altercations with authorities, and that's not the look the NBA wants. Of course, I would hope the NBA and Adam Silver rules to suspend Jackson Hayes at least for a quarter of the season. Look, I get it, he's young, but I don't think it's excusable to be fighting the police. It's one thing to get in trouble by the police, but it's another thing to fight them off. And he's not a small guy. He's definitely huge. He has strength. He's an athlete. He's an American athlete. So I would expect for the cops to have had trouble trying to detain him when he was resisting arrest. I would cross my fingers Adam Silver does suspend him. Because then if you don't, you kind of leave the door open for people to behave in a similar way. And obviously, nowadays, a lot of people are influenced by, the internet. And given that Jackson Hayes would have just maybe been arrested for a few weeks, give or take. I didn't really look into the sentencing or whatever. But if that's all you get, that's like a slap in the wrist. It really does nothing, especially for a guy like him who's gonna be making probably hundreds and thousands of dollars throughout his NBA career, given it goes well. And especially for the talent that he has, I expect him to have a long career, the way he plays, the way he is. So Adam Silver, it would be smart of him to suspend them. I don't think it's a look the NBA would want, and I definitely don't think it's what the youthful should be seeing when it comes to these athletes behaving this way to authorities. And that's how I feel about that. I don't think too many people should be arguing otherwise. I don't know. I still don't know what he got in trouble for, but fighting the cops is never a good thing. It's only going to get you deeper into trouble, because then you just look more guilty, and it makes you look worse. So hopefully is the case with Adam Silver and Jackson Hayes. Suspend the guy. It doesn't even have to be a quarter of the season. Just suspend them for a while. I guess with no pay. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Suspend it with no pay, and hopefully everything works out for, I guess, in the sense of making a statement out there that yes, although we do, not that I agree with, but although we do side with BLM, there are certain boundaries that we must uphold, and behaving well when the police want to detain you is definitely something everyone should do. Now, let's talk about Suicide Squad, right? Suicide Squad. A whole bunch of things happen in this movie, right? I feel sorry for King Shark. Thank heavens he didn't die. Especially, I thought he was gonna die when he was being eaten by those demon jellyfish, and then he fell off that Jotunheim building when it was collapsing, and then he just hit the floor. I thought he was dead, especially after I saw that tear go down. Ooh, that did not look good. But thank God he stayed alive. Suicide Squad is obviously obsolete now that we have this movie out, The Suicide Squad. Apparently it's the in the West and the in the East Coast. So I'm gonna just say that's like a 9 out of 10. That movie's a 9 out of 10. I really like it. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you all do too. And I would hope that everyone watches it in theaters, because I had a good time watching it there. The sound system was good, because there was a lot of subtle things in that I guess dialogue, because it's very quiet. It's very low key, and there's a lot of one-liners that just pass you by if you're not paying attention. So I would hope everyone catches it in theaters, and hopefully theaters stay open for as long as possible, because I prefer that method of watching new movies over streaming them. I hope I'm not alone, and I hope a lot of people are on the same boat as I am. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends. All right, I'm out. See you on the next one.